All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Erica. Today, we're going through a 15-minute flow to target your spinal galant reflex. So what is this reflex? Most of us aren't super familiar with it. Basically, it's what's in charge of our side-to-side movements. So really important for just like longevity of movements, so we can walk, move, reach, twist, turn, everything that's important for the rest of our lives. So we're going to be giving lots of sensory input to the sides of the spine and also doing lots of bending and twisting. No props today, so we will just start off on our backs. So come down onto your back with your feet planted. Feet are going to be about as wide as your mat. Knees pointed up towards the ceiling. And just give yourself a few seconds here to transition into just a more calm space, a calm head space, paying attention to your breathing, starting to tune in to any sensations you feel in your body. Just transitioning from whatever you were doing, running around the house, getting things done, to being able to move a little bit more slowly and intentionally. So you take deep inhales through your nose and even slower exhales. We'll start to bring some movement in. Go ahead and drop your knees to your left. And as you inhale, bring your knees back through center, and exhale, drop to the right. And we'll just kind of tick-tock back and forth. Knees dropping left and knees dropping right. So starting to get more lengthening on each side. Tiny twist of the lower spine. Should feel lengthening like in the tops of your thighs, your hip flexors, sides of your abdomen. And we'll drop down one more time. And now knees come up towards center. Allow your left leg to go long. Right knee hugs in, interlacing your fingers over your shin. And roll out that ankle a few times to the right and a few times to the left. Squeeze a little bit tighter as you exhale. And inhale, hands come up over your head. Both legs are long. And then exhale, pull that left knee into your chest, so opposite side. Roll out the ankle a few times to the left, a few times to the right. And as you exhale, squeeze it in even tighter. And inhale, lengthen, big good morning stretch, taking up lots of space. And we'll continue with that movement. Bring your right knee in as you exhale. And inhale to open. Left knee comes in as you exhale. And inhale to open. So we'll continue that just at your own pace. Moving from side to side, matching your breath to movements. So getting a slight bend in the lower back every time you squeeze that leg in towards your chest, helping you remove all of the residual air in your lungs. We'll take one more set. Inhale to open. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, open. Bring that knee in. I've got my right knee in, doesn't matter what side you're on, and just hold it there. And we're going to open that knee to the right for just a brief hip stretch, and then draw it all the way over to the side for a gentle supine stretch. So right knee over to the left, and now your right arm is going to open like a goalpost as your gaze goes to the right. And that forearm, your entire arm's hovering off the ground just barely half an inch. And now reach that right hand up past your head, and then start to pull it down as your right elbow comes in towards your right rib cage. So inhale to lengthen that arm, and then exhale to pull it in. So it's really parallel with the floor this whole time, just hovering, and we're getting a lengthening of the side and a slight contraction of the side while we're in our twist. So inhale to open and lengthen, exhale to contract one more time. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, contract, and bring your hips back to center. Now right leg goes long, left knee hugs in. We'll go for the same thing. So just a brief stretch of the hip, opening on the left side, And then slowly crossing over into that supine twist. Left arm opens, gaze to the left. So your whole left arm just hovers barely half an inch off of the floor. Reach your hand up over your head and then pull that elbow in towards your rib cage. So just kind of gliding, hovering as you inhale to reach up. Exhale, pull it in. So we're getting some nice opening in the shoulder as well as that lengthening and contracting of the side. So still thinking of the side of your spine like your train tracks. So you inhale to come up and then exhale to pull it in. One more, inhale, hand reaches above your head. Exhale, you pull it in. And we bring those hips back to neutral. Okay, perfect. So now from here, feet are planted once again. Try to bring your heels as close to your glutes as possible. And we're going to do some side bending here as your back is going to stay pretty stationary on the mat, but that left hand is going to reach toward your left ankle and just kind of tap that ankle bone. And then the right hand does the same. So we're just going to go back and forth. So reach for the ankle bone. Your head and neck are lifted slightly. So it's a little bit of your core engagement. And we just rock side to side. We'll do a few more here together. So slight bending in each direction. Tap that ankle bone. One more set as you reach. And other side reach. And relax. Perfect. Okay. So hug those knees in. Get ready to roll all the way up to a seat. Moving through a simple seat. Plant your hands. We're going into tabletop. Okay. So shoulders over your wrists. Lots of space between each finger. Hips over your knees. And from here, inhale to reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. And exhale, we thread the needle all the way through underneath the right arm. Option to take that right hand and place it a little further above your head, planting it down. And also, possibly, you might want to elongate that right leg as well. So kicking it out really long, curling the toes under, creating lots of length in the right side. Hold for a breath here. And then as you exhale, bring that leg in. Plant your right hand. Inhale, left hand comes all the way up towards the ceiling. Roll out your wrist a few times and come back to tabletop. We'll take that on the opposite side. Now inhale as your right hand comes up. Exhale as you thread it through. So bring your head down to the mat. And then option for your left hand to reach up above you. Still planting like up over your head. And then left leg can go long, toes planted. So lots of lengthening here in the left side. Hold for a deep breath. And release. So release the leg, plant your hand. Inhale as your right arm comes all the way up. Roll out the wrist a few times. Come back to tabletop. Now we're going to go through some hip circles next. So I'll start on the left side. And we'll start by lifting that left hip up like you're doing a fire hydrant. And then keeping that leg flexed, bring the leg behind you until the base of your foot is like stamping up towards the ceiling, and then pull that knee in towards your belly. So we'll do these really deep, juicy hip circles, trying to hit every range of motion, doing your best to bring this motion from the hip, not as much from the waist. So we'll take one more in this direction and then we'll switch. So we'll hit about 4 in each direction, moving all the way through. And then switch it up and go in the opposite direction. So bringing it, now kicking back, base of the foot up, bringing that knee around to your side, and then bringing it in. Now kick the base of the foot up, open up the knee to the side, and then bring it all the way down. Now left foot is going to kick behind you, so left leg lengthens, toes are curled under, and just give yourself a few stretches as you rock back and forward, just about 2 or 3 times. And then pick up that left leg. So both hips pointed down, foot is flexed, and we're going to draw a rainbow. So I'm going to take my left foot and drop it over to the left side, and then bring it up and around, drawing that rainbow shape over to the right. And then pick it up, draw it through over to the left. We'll do this 2 more times as you reach up and around, and up and around. Last one, moving from the left all the way to the right. And once you're here with your left foot on the right side, drop that knee. So now your knees are kind of stacked. Start to send your hips back. And if you want to just stop here, hips partially back, that's totally fine. Depends on what your hips are up for. Or if you want to drop all the way back into a seat, now your right knee is stacked on top of your left knee. Inhale to reach up. And then exhale, drop the hands, start to walk forward. Once again, okay. Now that right foot is going to kickstand behind you, and then left leg grows long, so we're in a supported side plank. Draw your left arm all the way up, and we're going to thread the needle again, just in a different position. So inhale to reach that hand all the way up, and then exhale, twist, threading it beneath you. Inhale to come up, and exhale, we twist. Inhale to come up, one more time. Exhale, twist down. Now this time we inhale to come up, and that left hand is going to reach up and over your head. So long line of energy from your fingers all the way down to the blade edge of your foot. And let's pick up that left leg. So inhale to lengthen. Now exhale, draw your knee to your elbow. So a little side crunch here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen, and come back down to tabletop. All right, we'll do that on the opposite side. So starting with hip circles on the right side, or left, whichever side you didn't do. So opening up to that fire hydrant, base of the foot kicks up, and all the way around knee comes in towards your stomach. So we'll take 4 circles in this direction, going really slow, moving with control. And one more. And then we'll go for the opposite direction. So kicking that foot up, bring it around towards your rib cage and down. So feeling that ball and socket joint, you're really pulling into the range of motion for everything. And we'll go one more. All the way around. Perfect. Now extend that right leg out, toes curled in, and just rock back and forth a few times, stretching out the hamstring, stretching out the calf. And then keeping that leg active, let's pick up the right leg, foot is flexed, and start to draw a rainbow. So dropping it over to the right, pick it all the way up, crossing over the left leg, and then drawing to the right again. So slight movement of the lower spine. Mostly we want a lot of the work coming from the hips, but also some of that bending of the spine as well will activate. So we'll go one more time to the right. And then as you drop over to the left, bend your knee in, so knees are crossed. Feet pointing in opposite directions. Send your hips back slowly until you're seated. Inhale to reach up. And then exhale, plant the hands. Come all the way back. Now this time, left foot kicks out like a kickstand. Right leg is long, so the blade edge of the foot is parallel with the back of your mat. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen, we're in the supported side plank. Exhale to twist and thread the needle under. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Now inhale, lengthen. This time that right hand comes all the way up over your head. So one line of energy all the way on the right side. So you lengthen, and then on your exhale, lift that right leg and pull in elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to crunch it in. Inhale to lengthen. And drop back down to tabletop. Okay, so last thing we're gonna do, curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips, and start to walk your feet up towards your hands. Slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time from your forward fold. Roll your shoulders up and away from your ears. And as you inhale again, bring your hands all the way up over your head, palms towards each other. And we're gonna do 2 big side bends, and then we'll be all done for today. So reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling and just start to bend over to the right. And this, it looks static, but you're really moving the whole time because you want to inhale as you lengthen and grow tall, exhale, bend a little deeper. Inhale, grow taller, exhale, bend deeper. One more time. Inhale, grow tall, exhale, bend deeper, and bring it all the way back to center. All right, opposite side. So inhale to grow tall, exhale deeper. Inhale, grow tall, exhale deeper. Inhale to grow tall, exhale a little deeper. One more time, one more breath. Inhale to lengthen, keep your chin off your chest. Exhale, go deeper. And inhale all the way back down. Drop your arms, shake it out. Great job. Thanks for sticking with me through our flow. Hope that you feel like almost 2 inches taller after doing all those bends and twists. Hope you feel great. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you soon.